Ever wondered how one city went from a small settlement on the Tiber River to ruling the known world? Let's dive into the epic story of the Roman Empire. It all started with military might. Rome's legions were the most disciplined and effective fighting force of their time. They weren't just soldiers. They were engineers, builders, and the backbone of an expanding empire. Each legionary was a walking testament to Roman power, conquering new lands and crushing rebellions. But land was only half the battle. To control a realm that stretched across continents, Rome needed to master the seas. Its navy secured vital trade routes across the Mediterranean, allowing goods, troops, and ideas to flow freely, effectively turning the sea into a Roman lake. But conquest alone doesn't build an empire that lasts. Rome's true genius lay in its engineering. Imagine vast networks of stone-paved roads connecting the entire empire, making travel and trade faster than ever before. Picture massive aqueducts, marvels of engineering, carrying fresh water for miles, to bustling cities, supplying grand public baths and fountains. These weren't just structures. They were the physical manifestation of Roman order and ingenuity, integrating diverse peoples into a single, cohesive civilization. Roman cities, with their planned streets, forums, and amphitheaters, became centers of culture and administration, spreading the Roman way of life to every corner of the empire. To govern such a vast territory, Rome developed a sophisticated system of law and administration. At the top was the emperor, holding supreme power, though the Senate still played a significant role. But the real glue holding it all together was Roman law. Starting with the famous 12 Tables, this comprehensive legal code provided a stable framework for society, influencing legal systems for centuries to come. A complex bureaucracy managed the provinces, collected taxes, and funded the state's ambitious projects, ensuring the smooth operation of this massive imperial machine. This incredible combination of military strength, engineering prowess, and legal order ushered in an unprecedented era of peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana, or Roman peace. For about 200 years, the empire enjoyed relative stability. Trade flourished, arts and culture blossomed, and cities grew. It was the Golden Age, a time when the Roman Empire was at the zenith of its power and influence. But as with all great empires, the decline was inevitable. The process was slow and complex, marked by internal conflicts, economic troubles, and increasing pressure from so-called barbarian tribes along its borders. To better manage the vast realm, the empire was officially split into the Western and Eastern Roman empires in the late 3rd century. The end came first for the West. In 476 AD, the last Western Roman emperor was deposed, a moment that traditionally marks the fall of the Roman Empire in the West and the beginning of the Middle Ages in Europe. However, the story doesn't end there. The Eastern Roman Empire, with its magnificent capital at Constantinople, not only survived but thrived. Known to history as the Byzantine Empire, this continuation of Roman legacy preserved classical knowledge and culture for another 1,000 years, finally falling to the Ottoman Turks in 1453. From a small city to a world-spanning empire, the legacy of Rome is all around us, seen our laws, our languages, and the very foundations of our cities. It's a timeless story of ambition, innovation, and the rise and fall of great power. Thanks for joining us on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And do you want to forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't want to miss our next adventure into the past. See you next time.